anger will not lord it over me. Didn't you read what the Bible says? It says, the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Anger stopped Moses from going to the promised land. Anger. See, you have some of God's children who are easily taken by anger. Anger is connected to pride. When you see a man that demonstrates anger towards others for something they said or did, you're looking at a proud man. The level of pride is still too much. Humble yourself. When you humble yourself, you discover it's nothing to be angry at. When you see anger, you will run away. The wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. It doesn't produce God's righteousness. It doesn't allow God's righteousness. It doesn't exercise God's righteousness. If it could stop Moses, who the Bible says was the meekest man on the face of the earth. That was God's testimony of Moses. He says Moses was the meekest man. But when he was tempted with anger, those daring Jewish men shouted at him, "Give us water to drink. You and your brother want to kill us here. Give us water. Talk to your God now." He got mad. He said, "Must I indeed bring you water from the rock?" Yes. You know, some people can really make you mad. Even though God had told him what to do. The water was not for Moses. There was no special exercise that Moses had to go through. He didn't have to pay any price to bring that water out of the rock. God said to Moses, "Stand before the rock and tell it to give you water." Tell it. He didn't even say strike it. You remember? He didn't even say strike it. The first time he struck it. This time God said, "Just tell it to bring water." Now Moses calls them. "All right, come. You want water? Come." Then he stands there before them. "I should bring you water out of the rock." "Yes, yes, give us water." Then he got mad. He's angry. Water came out. The people drank. When he finished, God was waiting for him. Now he wants to talk to God. "I gave them water." God said, "Moses, was that what I told you? You failed to sanctify me before those people. You didn't glorify me." It was those, they were making me very angry. God said, "Now, Moses, you will not enter the land that I promised your fathers." Lord, that's too much. He thought God was, that somehow God was going to change his mind. No, sir. Please. God said, "Moses, you will not enter." "Lord, I brought them all the way. All these many years." God said, "You will not enter." Now he started begging. "I'm very sorry, sir." God said, "Moses, don't talk to me about it again. No more discussion." Moses was forced into humility. Anger. What he left Egypt for. what the vision was all about. Now he doesn't get to enter. He eventually visited the place for some moments, not in the way he had planned. At the Mount of Transfiguration, God invited him. And he came with Elijah. And they talked with Jesus for some moments. And God fulfilled his own part. Said, "Oh, you have arrived here. You can go back." But that was not what he had wanted.